it is suspicious still. We have no idea what was the impetus for any of this.
We have no idea.
Don't know why the law. Again, moving doesn't make sense because you don't send lawyers to move boxes ever.
Dana Batch interviewed Durbin. It's pretty fascinating. We haven't played that part yet, have we? No. So let's. I think we should play that one because it really sets up the tone of what this is.
I want to play something that you said last year about the classified documents found at his Mar-a-Lago resort.
It's an outrage. It is a literal outrage for the president to take this important information down to his home in Florida and then store it in a closet with traffic, people back and forth in his resort and golf course is an outrage.
Is it also an outrage for the current president to have what appears to be multiple classified documents in multiple locations?
At its heart, the issue is the same. Those documents should not have been in the personal possession of either Joe Biden or Donald Trump. But what happened and followed from it is significantly different.
Not really. Because now it's, Donald Trump didn't have it in multiple locations.
He was the president.
And he was negotiating over whether they were his or not, or whether they had to go to the National Archives.
Whether they were declassified or not. He was the president. He actually had the power to do that. Joe Biden can't use that argument at all. This apples to apples is what is also getting them in trouble. First it was, Joe, he just had a few. Now that doesn't really play. Now when you get to 30 and 40 versus 100 of folders, we don't even know how. Technically, there could be still more pages in now what we found with Joe Biden. We don't know because the folders have. Okay, so that's one thing. The second part that they are just digging a hole here is the disqualifier. That this somehow, because of your staff and handling, and I just go back to Joe Biden wasn't the president. He has no declassification power. So he has no argument that he has any right to these were President Obama's documents.
Right.
And
which is interesting. He said President Obama has said nothing.
No one is coming out to defend him. Really.
So
they're trying to say he's not as combative as Donald Trump. I mean, it's a personality issue now.
So I guess the question becomes, though, on the legal side, if you're Bob heard the new special counsel is not in yet. As Jordan said, he's not in until the end of the month. Wouldn't you be saying, stop? I'm sending FBI agents in. I'll get a search warrant if I need to.
That's what I said.
If you don't want me to have a search warrant, then I'm just going to go in, and you're not telling me where I'm going, and you're not going to be there when I'm there, and your lawyers aren't going to be there when I'm there, and it's good for one is good for the other, which, by the way, is due process. And by the way, I think this whole thing, there's political machinations here, but the special counsel now has to take charge of this.
Jay, it's what
this is multiple locations now.
Is what I said, and what you said is exactly correct. Everybody out. I'm the special counsel. I'm going to get a search warrant. We're not going to sign parameters. We're not going to have White House counsel present. We're not going to have your personal lawyers present. I'm going to make searches, and I'm going to decide what locations I'm going to seek to ask the warrants to be issued for. That's what I would do.
I think, Jordan, that's where it's going. But I just wonder if the political – I mean, you've got the whole Tim Kaine, as I said, was on the air, and then you've got Joe Biden's friends in the Senate trying to de-escalate it, but it's not working very well.